Shweta, a 10th grader, woke up with excitement bubbling inside her. Today was special. She and her classmates had been invited to a secret screening at a small theater set up by 3 engineering graduates who had just launched their startup. Nobody knew what exactly they were going to witness, but it was promised to be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. All week, the students had been waiting eagerly, counting the days until Sunday. Finally, the day arrived. Shweta and her friends reached the modest theater hall, which seated barely 50 people. This was no ordinary cinema. It was a pilot project. Each student was given a helmet-like device fitted with headphones and futuristic 3D glasses. The film they were about to see wasn't pre-recorded. It would be generated instantly by powerful AI supercomputers. And here was the twist. The students could choose the year in which they wanted to time travel. With curiosity and excitement, the entire class voted to experience the year 2075. They even chose the condition: a world united in global cooperation. The movie began. The screen lit up with the vision of a transformed Earth. A treaty signed in 2050 under the Global United Forum had ended border conflicts forever. Military budgets had been slashed, and the money was invested in education, healthcare, and social security. Global trade was free and fair, and prosperity touched every nation equally. The visuals shifted. Cities glowed with clean energy. Giant nuclear and solar plants powered the grid. Futuristic solar panels with 90% efficiency covered buildings. Roads themselves generated electricity from the movement of vehicles. Small wind turbines dotted rooftops. The air was clean, free from smoke and smog. Buses ran silently, powered either by batteries or hydrogen fuel cells. Drone taxis zipped across skylines, and metro trains glided noiselessly through every neighborhood. Carbon capture units purified the atmosphere, while AI-supported hospitals and schools provided free healthcare and education. Every corner of the city was connected with ultra-fast, fully secure Wi-Fi. Cybercrime no longer existed. There was no unemployment, and every citizen lived with dignity. Then, the scene shifted to the villages. Farming had been revolutionized. Advanced robots worked in fields, spraying nutrients with precision. Soil sensors directed irrigation automatically. Harmful pesticides were gone, yet crops grew in abundance, multiplying farmers' income many times over. The countryside looked lush and prosperous, with technology working hand in hand with nature. After an interval, the students were given another choice. This time, they fed in a darker scenario, the world in 2075, but after a devastating Third World War that erupted in 2050. The atmosphere in the hall turned tense. The AI movie began again, but this time it was horrifying. The war had escalated beyond control. Nations split into rival blocs, and nuclear and hydrogen bombs rained upon cities. 70% of humanity perished. The survivors wandered in ruins, plagued by hunger, thirst, and radiation. Agriculture collapsed, leaving barren lands. Starvation and famine spread like wildfire. Babies were born with deformities. The once glowing cities became charred skeletons of concrete and steel. Darkness engulfed the planet. The 3D visuals were so real that goosebumps ran through the students' skin. Terrified, they removed their headsets, unable to watch any further. The show ended midway. The young audience sat in silence. The contrast between the two possible futures, one of peace, prosperity, and cooperation, and the other of war, destruction, and despair shook them deeply. Shweta and her classmates stood together, taking an oath in their hearts to do everything in their power to build a more beautiful, habitable, and prosperous world. The screening went houseful every single day. Soon, no student in the city was left untouched by its message. Within 2 years, the startup expanded across the country, using their AI theaters to educate generations about the power of unity and the dangers of war. For the children, it wasn't just a movie, it was a glimpse of tomorrow and a responsibility to shape it.